Hello, good morning students. Welcome back to our class again. Today we will start with the exercise 7.1 last sum, that the eighth sum. Okay. So before you recollect the theorems, axioms which I taught, which are the first one SAS congruent rules, and next one is ASA theorem congruence rule, theorem number 7.1. And also you knowing that if two triangles are congruent, then it's all corresponding three sides and corresponding three angles are always equal. Okay, if two triangles are congruent, then it's all three corresponding sides and three corresponding angles are equal. Then the condition before this exercise, you knowing which are the first one is SAS congruence rule. What is SAS congruence rule? Side, angle, side. You also recollect along with me. Side, angle, side. That means if two triangles are congruent, two sides and the included angle of one triangle are congruent to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. That we explained along with the diagram, so that very clearly, I hope so you may know it. Okay. And next you are studied as ASA congruence rule. What's the meaning of ASA congruence rule? Angle, side, angle. Okay, angle, side, angle. ASA, that is two angles and the included side. Okay, next one you are studied as AAS congruence rule. That means angle, angle, side. There the side is not included. The word when you are writing, SAS writing, very clearly you can understand that SAS, A is included angle, and ASA saying angle, side, angle, that side is included. But in AAS, okay, angle, angle, side, okay, therefore the side S is not included. So these are the three theorems and axioms you studied just before this exercise. Okay, so we can come to the point. Question number 8. In a right angled triangle ABC, right angle at the point C. Right angle is at which point? Right angle is at the point C. Clear? Right angle is at the point C. M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. C is joined to M and produced to D, such that DM is equal to CM. First you read the question, then I will make you clear from the diagram. Okay. The point D is joined to a point B. Show that triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Angle DBC is a right angle. Third question, angle DBC is congruent to angle ACB. And the fourth point is CM is equal to half AB. These all four questions together will not ask for the examination. Any one or two part only will ask for examination 3 or 4 mark question. So this is actually two or three readers combined and asked here. So 4 parts are there. This is first part and second part and third part and fourth part. You want to prove 4 parts. This much lengthy questions will not come in one single question. It will split and ask. Okay. So see the point. Now you see the diagram. What is written in the diagram and what is the question and what is written in the diagram, both you can see together. All of you take your textbook also, so that you can able to read the question from the textbook. In a right angle triangle ABC, right angle at the point C. Right angle at the point C means this C is 90 degree. Understood that point? In a right angle triangle, right angle at the point C, the meaning is that this point which I pointed point is, that angle is right angle. That means angle ACB is right angle. Okay, properly make it clear. Next point, M is a midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. If this angle C is right angle, which side is the hypotenuse? Angle opposed to right angle is hypotenuse. Angle opposed to right angle is hypotenuse. So which is hypotenuse? AB is the hypotenuse. So M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. The meaning is that AM and BM are equal. Understood the point? AM and BM are equal. M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. The meaning is that AM and BM are equal. Midpoint means dividing the line segment into two equal parts by the point. Okay. Next point is C is joined to M. This point C is joined to M. That means CM drawn here. Next point, and produced to a point D. Produced to a point D means from C to M already joined first, then M produced to D. So the meaning is that M and D also joined, such that CM and DM are equal. CM and DM are equal. The meaning is that CM and DM are equal. What is the meaning? M is the midpoint of CD also. It is also understood the point. So CM and MD are equal. The word meaning is that M is the midpoint of CD also. In short, M is the midpoint of AB and M is the midpoint of CD. It is clear. Okay, got clear the diagram? Yes. Then the point D is joined to a point B. This D and B also joined. This D and B are also joined. But you knowing this angle is 90 degree, you are knowing. This angle we are not knowing. We want to prove that angle is right angle. See here. Prove that angle DBC is a right angle. Are you got clear this much points? Okay, this is a very lengthy rider. Okay, we can come to the point now. How can prove? You listen. First part, one by one part we can prove. Slowly we can able to prove it. First part you listen. What do you want to prove? Prove that angle AMC, that means the pointed triangle. Once more see AMC. And triangle BMD are, we want to prove it as congruent. Are you got clear? So you yourself find out first. You yourself find out how we can prove these two triangles to be congruent. You find out. You can able to select the parts very easily. 3 parts you find out by yourself. This triangle, I already shown you the triangle properly. Triangle AMC and triangle BMD are the two triangles. Okay. So these two triangles, how you can make it congruent? 3 parts you see. All the parts are already in the diagram. It is understood points. So you can able to recollect the points only. You recollect the points. You say any 3 points, any 3 parts you want to make it congruent. Okay, can you say? We can start now. First point is we are going to prove that triangle AMC and triangle BMD are congruent. Listen here. First, can you say AM and BM are equal? AM and BM are equal or not? Yes. AM already given that M is the midpoint of AB. The meaning is that AM and BM are equal. That I written. AM is equal to BM. Then what about DM and CM? DM and CM. It is already given in the question. Then what about this angle 1 and 2 I marked? Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. Reason what is the reason? Vertically opposed angle. So you got now 3 parts. Which are the part? First listen. Angle side and this angle and this side. Which result you will apply? Say S, A and S. Here also S, A and S. So SAS axiom we are applying. Are you got clear from the diagram? Clear? Understood now? Okay. So we can see what I written here. See all the points one by one point you see. Any doubt is there we can clarify. In triangle AMC and triangle BMD, AM equal to BM. M is the midpoint of AB. Okay, clear? And next point what I written, angle AMC, this angle, angle BMD, this angle are equal. Reason? Vertically opposed angle. Then second point, CM is equal to MD. That is already given in the question. See, step above question see. CM equal to DM given no. Therefore CM equal to DM. Okay, clear? So that what I written by SAS congruence rule. Again you see the diagram. From diagram only we can able to understand which postulate or which theorem or which axiom we are applying here. So here side, angle and side. So here clearly you are understanding. That is why I didn't draw separate diagram. Side, angle and side. So which axiom? SAS axiom or SAS congruence rule. What you can say? Triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Okay. So here we are taking 2-3 corresponding parts we are taking, because for proving the further parts you need that one. Okay. This much clear. First part we proved now. Yes. Triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Okay. Now here what we are taking, angle C and angle D are equal taking. Angle C and angle D. Angle C means which angle you see from the diagram. C means this angle, angle ACM. Angle BDM. What type of angle they are? Corresponding angle. So, corresponding part of congruent triangle. See here, C and D. Which position? Position is same now. Here third position here written. Here also third position written. So what you can say? Corresponding part of congruent triangle. I told you already, if two triangles are congruent, its all corresponding parts are congruent. Therefore, what you can say, angle C equal to angle D. So write the full name, angle ACM, this one, and angle, which one? See here the diagram, BDM. Angle C and angle D are congruent. Angle C means you can able to write the full name, angle ACM is same as angle ACD, and angle BDM is same as angle BDC. Can write now? Okay, arms are extending, the angles value never changing. Angle ACM saying, angle ACD saying both are same. Similarly, angle BDM saying and angle BDC saying both are same. Therefore, these two angles, which I am pointing angle C properly, angle C and angle D, angle ACM and angle BDM are equal. Very clearly you can say that these two angles are what type of angles? Alternate angle formed by this transversal DC. Yes or no? So here, see, here upside, here downside, and opposite side of the transversal. Therefore, what type of angle? Angle D, angle C. We got already these two angles are equal got. But what type of angles they are? They are the alternate angles. If alternate angles are equal, you have studied that if one pair of alternate angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. Studied in the previous theorems. Okay. If corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. If alternate angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. If interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. I told you from the beginning itself, these all theorems riders are connected with the previous theorems. So previous theorems, not knowing this, you can't able to understand. So every video I am saying that you study and sit, then only you can understand the coming theorems also, riders also. Okay. Okay. So see here the point you see. So ACM is equal to BDM proved, and the next one more part we are taken. What we are taken? AC is equal to BD. Very clearly from the diagram it is, we can see AC and BD. See the position, AC and BDC, AC and BD. So this is also corresponding part. So we are taken two corresponding part we are taken for proving the further points. Clear? Now you see here, these two angles are what type of angles? Alternate angles, and they are equal. Therefore we can say these two lines are parallel. If these two lines are parallel, what you can say? These two angles are what type of angles? Alternate interior angles on the same side of the transversal BC. Yes or no? This BD and this AC are parallel coming. You take a BC as the transversal. If you are taking BC as the transversal and this angle, which angle? Angle ACB and angle DBC are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. See here, this is BC, no? This angle and this angle are formed in between these two parallel lines on the same side of the transversal. Therefore, what type of angle they are? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Therefore, what we can say? They are supplementary. Now, what is this angle? 90. So, what will be this angle? 90. That only we proved in the second part. See, diagram explaining, then only you will understand. That is why I explain in the diagram. Now, remaining all the points you can see here, I written here. ACD and BDC are the alternate interior angles and made by the transversal DC. By theorem, we can say BD and AC are parallel. Next, what I written? Same only. ACB plus DCB is equal to 180. Reason, interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Okay? And ACB 90 knowing, therefore DBC, what you will get? A 90. That only I written here full. That already I explained the diagram well. So you got clear now? Now next what you want to prove? Next part you see? You want to prove that triangle DBC and triangle ACB are congruent. That is also very simple. So for here I separate diagram I shown here. See here. ACB is this one and DBC is this one. This all very clearly you knowing. What about angle B, angle DBC and angle ACB? 90 degree. Very clearly we proved. And what about BC of this side and what about CB of this side? A common part. See here it is common now? Yes. And DB and AC already we proved early. What is the reason I written? CPCT. So which result you will apply here? S, A, S. Here also S, A, S. Clear? Once more recollect the point. DBC is congruent to ACB. Reason 90 degree. Okay, BC is equal to CB. Common part of the diagram. And DB is equal to AC. Already we proved in the previous part of CPCT. I told you we need it is for the further proof. Therefore, here also which result you will apply? CPC, SAS axiom only. Okay. So, by SAS axiom, what we proved? Triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. It is the third part of the question. You can once more you can go to the question. See here. First part proved, second part proved, and DBC is congruent to ACB. That also we proved. Now, what you want to prove? CM is equal to half AB. From this one, this is already we proved now. From that what you can say, you will get a DC and AB are equal you will get. But what about DC? DC you see here, DC is this one. DC is same as 2cm. For example, already you studied that M is the midpoint you studied now. Suppose for example this is 3 cm and this cm also 3 cm. Then what will be total DC? 6 cm. Therefore what you can say? This DC is equal to 2 times cm. You may think why teacher taken cm only, because that only you want to prove no. That is why taking. So in geometry now full adjustment way we will prove. So what we need, on the basis we will turn the sum. That is the method. So here cm you want to prove, so that I taken that DC is equal to 2 times cm. Okay, we can go to the proof. What I written you see? Listen. By SAS axiom we prove that triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. Clear? Therefore what you can say here? DC and AB. What's the reason? CPCT, corresponding parts of the congruent triangle. But you knowing DC is equal to what? 2cm. This reason also teacher told her. DC is equal to what you can say? 2cm from the diagram. So in the place of DC you give 2cm. 2cm is equal to AB. Therefore what you can say? cm is equal to AB by 2. That this 2 divided here. 2 dividing, the meaning is that we can say that CM is equal to half AB. Are you got clear? Okay, this is a very lengthy rider because how many parts are there? 4 parts are asked in the question. Okay, clear? Okay, we will start once more. You recollect all the points, then we will start with the next theorem. Listen the next theorem, theorem number 7.2. Theorem number 7.2 in your textbook with proof given, but 7.3 without proof given. But 7.2 and 7.3 both the theorems proof I given in the this nota, this video, both the proofs I am showing. So you try to study both the proof. Listen. Angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. Very, very important theorem. Many theorems, riders, we are applying this theorem. Angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. The meaning is this one. See the triangle ABC. Triangle ABC, listen properly. AB and AC are equal sides. Triangle ABC, AD you don't consider, only ABC you take now. ABCs, AB and AC are equal given. AB and AC are equal. What is the opposite angle of AB? Opposite angle of AB, what will come? Angle C. What is the opposite angle of AC? Angle B. Opposite angle, how finding I told you. Opposite angle of AB, what will say? Which vertex node came here? C. So angle C. What is the opposite of angle of AC? B. Which vertex node came here? That. Okay. So here, which are the two sides equal? AB and AC are equal given. What you wants to prove? You wants to prove that angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So very clearly we can say that here AB and AC are equal. AB and AC are equal. What about the angles opposite to those sides? B and C. So what you wants to prove? Prove that angle B equal to angle C. Understood well? So once more make it clear the concept. Here the triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means two sides are equal. In this triangle ABC, which are the two sides equal? AB and AC are equal. What we wants to prove that its opposite angles are equal. What is the opposite angle of AB? C. What is the opposite angle of AC? B. In short, what he wants to prove, angle B and angle C are equal. Okay. See here what I written here. We are given an isosceles triangle ABC which AB equal to AC. We need to prove that angle B and angle C are equal. This is you want to prove. For proving any two angles or any two sides here are equal, our method is this much only. You take two triangles containing those angles or sides. This chapter is little difficult, really properly listening you will get, otherwise no. Okay, so listen perfect. So for proving that one, we are going to draw an altitude. We are going to draw a bisector. So let us draw the bisector of angle A. We drawn the bisector of angle A. So bisector of a BC drawing, then also you can prove it is. But in your textbook what is given, that only you follow. What is given in the textbook, same proof only you write for the exam. Otherwise mark you will not get. Let us draw the bisector of angle A. So bisector of angle A drawn. Which is the bisector of angle A? AD. So bisector, the meaning is that this angle and this angle both are equal. If this is 30, this is also 30. If this is 40, this is also 40. Both are equal angle, bisecting, dividing into two equal parts. Okay. Let us draw the bisector of angle A. And let D be a point on the intersection of this bisector of angle A on the side BC. So this bisector intersecting BC at which point? D. So how many triangles you got? You got two triangles now. These two triangles got. Can you prove that these two triangles are equal? With this much riders and theorem, those who are studied properly, very fast you can see. How you can able to prove that this triangle ABD and this triangle ACD are congruent? You think you will get easily. Think it is. How can prove it? You see, AB and AC are equal knowing. Yes or no? Yes. Angle BAD is equal to angle CAD knowing. What's the reason? By construction or by it is the bisector. And next point, AD is the common side. Common part now, AD is common to this triangle also, this triangle also. Therefore, by which result you will apply SAS axiom. Yes or no? Yes. You can go to the proof what written here. See, in triangle BAD and triangle CAD, AB and AC are equal. Already given in the question. Angle BAD is equal to angle CAD because it is the bisector. Okay. And the third point, AD is equal to AD. What's the reason? Common side. Therefore, triangle BAD is congruent to triangle CAD by SAS axiom. So, these two triangles are congruent. Its all corresponding parts are equal. These two triangles are congruent, saying its all corresponding parts are equal. So, what you can say? Angle ABD equal to angle ACD. Angle ABD is same as angle B and angle ACD is same as angle C. That only I written down side. See. So angle ABD is equal to angle ACD. What's the reason? CPCT. Corresponding part of this two congruent triangle. Okay. ABD. Here also how starting? ACD. Clear? So angle ABD short name is B. ACD short name is angle C. Okay. Clear? The meaning. So what's the short meaning of this theorem? If two sides are equal, then their opposite angles are equal. It should be in the same triangle. Next point. See. Theorem number 7.3. There is no proof, but I written the proof here. Okay. Theorem number 7.3 is the converse of theorem number 7.2. 7.2, what you have studied? If two sides are equal, then the opposite angles are equal. Here just reverse. If two angles are equal, then the opposite sides are equal. Okay, just reverse. Once more recollect 7.2 what we explained. If two sides are equal, then the opposite angles are equal. Now here what we are proving? If two angles are equal, then the opposite sides are equal. So just reverse. Clear? Once more read the statement. The sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. Sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. The meaning is that which angles are equal given? Angle B and angle C are equal given. What we want to prove? We want to prove that AC and AB are equal. If these angles are equal, its opposite sides are equal. What is the opposite side of angle B? AC. What is the opposite side of angle C? AB. Clear? That will be proof. Listen, very simple to understand. Previous proof you done know, same way only doing. In triangle ABC, angle B and angle C are equal given already. We need to prove. What you need to prove? Its opposite sides. What is the opposite side of angle B? B drop from here. What is coming? AC. And what is the opposite side of angle C? AB. Same way, let us draw the bisector of angle A. Okay. It intersects BC at which point? D. Now you take these two triangles. How can prove it is? Say, how can prove? This angle B equal to angle C already given. This is the bisector given. So this angle and this angle are equal. And this AD is the common part. Common part no? So what you can apply? Therefore you can able to apply that angle side. Which result? AAS result. AAS congruency. Okay. AS congruence rule you can able to apply. So these two triangles are congruent getting no. If these two triangles are congruent getting, its corresponding parts are equal. So what you can say, AB and AC are equal. Clear? So what I written is see properly. See here. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD, angle B equal to angle C. By mistake I written here D, not D, C. Angle B and angle C are equal given. No, see here. Angle B equal to angle C. So here what you will do correction? Angle C only write. Angle B equal to angle C right. Okay. Now angle BAD which angle C? Diagram see. Angle BAD and angle CAD are equal. What's the reason? By construction. Then next point, what is? AD is the common side. AD is the common side. Therefore what you can say? Triangle ABD is congruent triangle ACD. By which result? Again see the diagram. AS congruence rule. Okay. Therefore what you can say? By AAS congruence rule, this triangle ABD and triangle ACD are congruent. Therefore what is AB and AC? CPCT. AB equal to AC. That only you wants to prove. See here, you wants to prove that AB equal to AC. Okay, clear? This theorem and the previous theorem almost the same only. Okay. Here we are applying AAS congruence rule and previous one which you applied SAS congruence rule. So SAS and AAS how applying I told you already. Okay. Clear? Method almost the same. Little difference in the rule applying only. Okay. Here angle instead of angle B, what you will write here? Angle B and angle D I written. But what is here? Angle B and angle C. By writing time teacher written by mistake angle D. But you correct here angle C. Angle B and angle C are equal. Angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. AD is the common part. Therefore AAS congruence rule. What we are saying? Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Therefore AB equal to AC. Reason simplicity. So you got all the theorems are very important. Okay students, we will see in the next video. Bye.